Hello, it's Viper's Whip back with another Sunderland playthrough. We're going to try beating Durham, a local rival of Sunderland. So they're also second in the table. You can see that due to goal differential, we've scored 4 more goals than we've taken on. And so we're top of the table right now, but that's after 2 games. There's only 22 games though, so that's 10ish%. So let's go through this. I want to play a local rival. I don't really have to do very much. The occasion speaks for itself. We want to win this match and wonder if they're up for it like we are. I look forward to these games as much as any. These options are basically the same as were in all the other FM games, so if I'm clicking through them pretty quickly, that's why. I've played this since I can't remember when I started playing FM. Play, get results. Owe it to the fans to be assertive. One thing I don't think I showed you, and I should, is training. I wanted to wait till all my players were here, and then I kind of left it. So, training, you want to take over individual training. You don't want to let your assistant manager do it because she doesn't do a good job. Or she doesn't do the advanced job. When you go through here, you can tell anyone that's probably 7.6 or over that you like how they've been training. This is separate from telling them they played well in the game. So you can tell them they played well in the game, then come here and tell them they did well in training. So I'm going to do that for Priscilla here. Praise, training. And it will increase their morale if they're already high, but you can see she's kind of neutral. It'll start working on that. And maybe Mary Corbin here. I'll give it a chance. Now, if any of the players are red, 5.9 or below will be red. You come and tell them you're disappointed with their training. So that would be Warren, right? I'm not going to do that, obviously. You work on your stats. I'm not sure exactly where my profile. You can see right here determination, motivation, adaptability. Some of these stats will go up. Motivating will go up as you praise players and stuff like that. So if you make sure you do it occasionally. Determination. There used to be a discipline stat, and that's you worked on discipline. I think probably warning them for not training well is that you will raise your authority stat probably. So I don't know what stat warning them works on, but it works on one of them. And motivating, you can raise your stats. We don't see the numbers here. There's probably numbers in the data file. I don't know, maybe somebody will make a mod that shows the actual number. But you want to see your stats go up, yeah? Green lines go up. Great, So back to training. You want to train them as the best character. So this will say what they're playing. But what are they actually training for? So if I go into her, I can see she doesn't play ball playing goalkeeper. But you can see all the stats. They'll be coded. The green are the biggest ones, and the blue, the secondary ones, and the gray, the third ones. But it's training all of them. If you chose a different one, if you just goalkeeper, you can see it doesn't train passing. So when you come in here, you don't choose what they're actually playing. You choose the one that trains the most stats. So a good one for that, for example, is on defense. Let me find one of our defensemen here. Brianna Westrip is not playing advanced center back, but look at all of the stats that are trained by training advanced center back. And if you do something else, defender center, and you just choose center back, a lot of these things fade to gray, meaning they're not as important. So you really want to just choose the one of these that trains the most stats, not what they're actually doing. Now, it'll train all the proper stats. And it's for a center back, so she's not going to lose that green circle there. She's always going to be a good center back, but now you're training her as an advanced center back. Now she's 28 years old. She's not going to become an advanced center back. Her dribbling sucks. Passing is not terrific. Pace is not terrific. So, but if you do we have a young Lizzie Waldy is 26. She's not going to do it either. But if you get a good 18-year-old or 19, 20, up to 22, stats go up until they're about 27, maybe change a little bit until they're maybe 30, 32. It kind of depends on natural fitness, how fast these go down after you're 27. If your natural fitness is 6, these things are going to start to drop when you hit 30 a little bit faster than someone who has great natural fitness. They're going to hang around a little bit more. As you can imagine in real life, that it kind of replicates here. So that's just whatever. Individual focus, you should set this as well. You're going to want to choose what you want them to work on. Her passing is only 10. It's pretty important that they be able to make a good pass, because they often, despite you not telling them not to, will kick the ball down the field, which ends up, if they don't have good passing, and 10 is kind of they're going to pass it to the other team. If she has 13 or 14 passing, that's when you see the really great pass that allows the forward to go on a run and maybe get a breakaway or whatever, go one-on-one with the goalie, right? So I'm working her on passing. Another thing you can do is come up here to traits, and you can ask your assistant manager what trait you think they should train. And this one. So it would be beneficial if Lizzie were encouraged to stay back at all time. I'm going to go look at her stats and see that her pace is 12. That's average. I don't like, it's nice, like your defense shouldn't get wandering up the field to the baseline or whatever, but they don't anyway. So do I need to tell her to stay back at all time? If this was 10, I would definitely do that. If we come up to where's my captain there? Now she's playing a fullback, so I don't want to tell her to stay back at all time. But she can also play center there, right? So if I had enough wing backs and I was playing her in center with 9 pace, it's actually gone down. It starts the game at 10, I think. I would tell her to stay back at all time. But as a wing back, that's not really an option. So just go up here to traits, choose one that you think will be good for the player. For this player, start a new trait. You can look at stuff that they can do. Her passing is... how's her passing? Oh, right, I'm working on her passing because it sucks. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to start new trait, passing. Plays short, simple passes. I'm just going to do that. And then she'll make sure that they actually do that. So acknowledge and move on. So do that with your players. A good one for your strikers is to place the ball. Wow, I haven't actually done this yet. Technique. She has 13 finishing. It was better when she had 16 finishing, but I'm going to go up to finishing training, and I'm going to tell her to place the shots. It's less likely she will miss the net because she's going to try and place her shot. This counters tries first time shots. You can see those two would not work together. With 16 finishing, I'd probably do this, but she has 13. She's still young, and it may get up to 15 or 16. You can always remove a trait as well. But so there you go. You're going to want to do that with all your players. I'll do that after this game in between episodes. I don't want to show you what I'm going to do for every player because you're not going to have the same players unless you play this one, and you may make different choices than I would. So we're going to continue here. And I criticized their manager. I just said I don't think they probably want to win the game as much as we do, so he came back at me in the media. And I do looking at fitness tests. All our people are in good shape. It's fine. And let's get to the game. That is okay. Everything is good. Proceed to the match. That's my starting 11. And if you get this option here, you can do this before the game starts. And it comes in your emails, but I hate doing it there because you get so many emails. I'm going in strong on Molly Lambert. Molly Lambert is right there. Okay, that's fine, I guess. You don't want to go in hard on any of these people. They're going to be in the box. But tightly marking. Heppel is a problem. She's really going in strong. I'm going to say no to going in strong on her because she's from playing this game 10 times or whatever, Heppel might light us up. Like, she is a really good player. So let's see what happens. And I didn't cover the wingbacks there because they play advanced left and rights, and there's too many players to cover and your team gets confused if you put too many instructions there and they're not great players. If you're playing Arsenal or whatever, you can do that. So I'm going to go here. We have to win our games. Not the best. So I'm going to go here and do this. Later in the season, they're going to listen to you and they're going to do whatever, and you can get better options as the season goes on and if your team's playing well. So yeah, I didn't go to do Briggs and whatever, not at the back there because there's forwards as well. Molly Lambert, okay, sure, she's the center back. So here we go. This should be the intro one. Okay. Eventually I'll just show you goals when there's a more reliable way to show just the goals after, but until release I'm not sure that's going to happen. Here's Heppel with the ball, and oh, they got their head on it. In the roles in FM 23 and 24, you could make your tallest player mark their tallest player. That is not in this game presently. I cannot tell Lizzie Waldy or Clara to go block the tallest player. So that's annoying. And here's Clara, 15 finishing. Her and Priscilla are going to light the league up. I predict that, and they're already starting to join up. And that's a great pass. A great through ball. It's not too hard. It doesn't go to the end line. It doesn't go far enough for the goalie to come out and get it, that's an example of a great pass. So we'll skip the little celebration there. A highlight right on the face-off afterwards is not the best thing to get. So you definitely don't want them scoring right after you scored. Let's see what happens. Durham is a tough team to play. They often finish in the upper half of the table. They have better players than you do at most positions, and my defense especially is lacking. Alina, whatever, got her head on that, but now they're just kind of passing the ball around, and she has a free shot. Hit the post. Oh God. It's still going. Still going. And she's open, and they're open again. Okay, well, it stopped finally. They gotta edit the key highlights. That should have stopped after the... Like, they didn't get another good chance after the post. See, the wingers are always open. Always open. It's crazy. Oh, beautiful ball. Beautiful, beautiful. Got people in the middle. She's going to play it to McInnes with their 13 finishing. She manages to put it in. See how many players were in the box there, though. You had these 5 players in the box. Lots of options. Priscilla could have maybe come up to shoot that herself. So, yeah, she didn't see a good cross. Clara was covered. McInnes came in free, though. And it deflected off a defenseman. Is she still going to get credit for the goal? I think so, yeah. So she did, and Priscilla got the assist. Football is kind of inconsistent about when they give goals. In the NHL, that would have been a goal and an assist always, but in this game, if they think it was missing the net, it counts as an own goal, and McInnes wouldn't get credit. Maybe we can score on some corner kicks. We have all our tall people in the game now. Clara was injured for the first game. But it doesn't look like we're getting it yet. You can't specifically place your players like you could in the previous ones either. So maybe they found that was too exploitive. I don't know, but it's missing here. Oh, fuck. They're always standing. They're always open. And I guess I can't be critical. McInnes was open. I mean, we scored these goals too, but this is... Like, look, Westrup's watching the ball. They're all watching the ball. Brown or Gomez was... Like, they let... it's so frustrating. This didn't happen. Well, there was no women's football. But I watched enough women's football. That person would be covered. You don't score goals this easily. It just doesn't happen. People are covered in the box. The match engine is not displaying what's actually happening in the game. It's kind of a visual representation of what's going on. And here, McInnes scores again. Priscilla put it over to McInnes instead of taking the shot. She's not a selfish player. That's what makes her even better. She's going to end up with 3 assists here, maybe some goals. And Alina plays a beautiful ball. Clara gets it. In the NHL, she might get an assist as well. Yeah, she would. And Priscilla didn't see a shot because Wilson was in the way. McInnes was open. And she wouldn't be open in real life. So there we go. I got one back for the same kind of exploitive thing that happens in this game all the time. So they're playing fantastic. Really got to tell them that. Corbin was injured for the first 2 games, I think. So she's not in great shape yet. If this starting highlight goes more than about 10 seconds, then something's going to happen. And it looks like it was one of those rare ones where you score Clara with 2. Go pick up these players. No matter what team you're playing, maybe not if you're Arsenal or whatever, you already got great strikers. But if you're playing in WSL2, go pick up Priscilla, go pick up Gomez, go pick up Luvanga, right? You probably don't have as bad a defense as Sunderland, so you might not need Waldy. She's kind of an upper average defenseman, but she has 15 jumping, so screw it, I needed that. And here we stole the ball. So see, they started with it, and I said in the last episode that for the AI, 3 out of 5 times when you steal the ball from them, it's your highlight. And here's Corbin. Was that a pass or a shot? I told you not to shoot. It was one or the other, and it wasn't very good either way. If you have a sharp shot on net, if you play football and you have a sharp shot on net, aim for one of the defensemen, like their back of their legs or something. If you don't have a player to pass to and you have a sharp shot, don't try and hit the far side of the post. You have a much higher chance of bouncing it off a defenseman. So there, she missed the far side of the net, and maybe that was a cross again, you know. So, so many highlights already. I was up 4-2 in a game in the preseason, and we lost 5-4. So you can imagine I'm not actually happy yet. This looks like our ball? Question mark? Westrip. I'm using OBS to stream, or to record this. I would use OBS to stream and not AMD, but I just wanted to see what the AMD one was like, because it's included with your video card. And I have a very good video card, but it caused lag in the game. And you can see OBS does not. This is a patient build-up. This is the tactic I have been using since 2016. I wanted to see if it worked with the women. Of course, we just gave the ball away there. Like, we started with the ball, and we're probably going to lose this one. Unless Atkinson can steal it back. Nope. So this is their highlight. They have claimed ownership of it. It's played over to Blake. They've got options in the box. Oh, what a save by Maloney. What a save by Maloney. Got her arm out. Very nice save. She's an above average goalie. Not a great goalie. I get $500,000. I have when I've won the league before. Both times they give it to me. I might use that to go find the best goalie I can find. One of the ones from the Wonder Kid list. Someone with great jumping. You want them to be able to hit, catch the balls that are going underneath the crossbar there. I told them not to. I didn't tell them to go in hard on Heppel. This is the danger if you tell them to go in hard on Heppel. Did I do that? Shit. That might be my fault. This goal might be my fault. I said, let's see how that works out. It bit me in the ass. That's what happened. Telling them to go in hard on Heppel bit me in the ass. So, yes, I don't need to see it again. So, that goal, my fault. McInnes, not doing well. Brown, not doing well. We're at 65 minutes. It's time to change some stuff. Brown comes out for Roberts. Question mark. She's the 9 pace one. I'll do that. She's their captain. She deserves to play. Little role play here. Kitchings is injured. Or something. Why is she not even here? Oh yeah, she won't be on the game sheet because she's injured. So I don't have a good replacement. Shiva doesn't have great... Well, she has 12 finishing, I think. She wasn't great when McInnes had 16 finishing, but McInnes only has 13 finishing right now. So let's see what happens here. I don't know if I showed you my tactics and where I place the players so that you get chances like this. Gomez should hit the net. She is a better player. And now another highlight right off the hop. And no, Gomez is down. And this is their highlight unless we take the ball. But, you know, yep. So this should be ours now. Doing some tricky passing there. And Waldy's going to kick it up the field. No, all the way back. Ooh, I don't like that. In the last Women's World Cup, there were so many own goals from defensemen passing it. Not so many. There was 4 or 5 or whatever. But that's a lot for national teams to be scoring on their own net because the defense didn't see where their goalie was before passing the ball back. That happened at the World Cup. It was crazy. Oh God, we keep giving the ball away, and here we go. It's their highlight again. 2-goal lead. Oh, off the post. Somebody touched it. After this, I'll probably change Gomez. See, Priscilla's not a jumper. She didn't get that, her head on that. But Clara is a jumper. 15, Clara. I would never have scored that goal before. Scar couldn't score that goal. Dale couldn't score that goal. Clara can score that goal. She has 15 jumping. And it could go higher as her strength goes up. She's only 20. She could end up at 16, 17, 18 jumping. So good. She's on the Wonder Kid list for a reason. So I'm going to do some changes. It's kind of late in the game. The players coming on aren't going to get any match fitness from this, but I want them to be able to train, so they'll recover enough to do some training. And I'm going to go for Blades as the one who plays up there. Finn can come on for Rabajon, can play defensive mid. Waldy has no one though. Do I want Waldy off? Greenwood's okay. I think that's probably all I can do. Yeah, 0 subs. And I'm going to do this. You can do this when you come here. Team instructions. Change your tempo. I don't like to make it lower. This is kind of urgency on the ball. I don't lower or much lower. They may get the ball stolen from them. And time wasting, I'm going to just choose standard as well. So we're 0 time wasting. High tempo, we're just changing down. Our players are just going to slow the game down a little bit. It hasn't changed yet, so if they score here, it hasn't taken effect. Oh, we stole the ball. This is probably ours. Oh, as Westrip stole the ball there. Stole the pass, and Priscilla's got to go in and do it. Right at the goalie? Right at the goalie? Really? I don't like that. I'm going to make sure I go to all the individual training after this game and make sure she places her shots. Somebody who's really strong, you can have them shoot the ball with power. That's less likely to be saved if it's on net because of the power. But it conflicts with place a shot, so you can't have both. It doesn't really work. Is this ours or are we giving it away? Looks like we're giving it away. So it's Durham's. They have 2 minutes left. They're not going to win this game, but I want all the goal differential I can get, so let's hope this doesn't go in. Missed the net, thankfully. Maybe they have low heading. Do you want to see the key highlights, or do you want me to just show the goals? There's no reliable way to go watch the highlights right now that I've found, so I can't just show you the goals right now, but the game fully comes out in a couple days here. We're gonna have a big patch, hopefully. Look at Clara. Look at Clara, a hat trick. McKenna scored 2, Priscilla 3 assists. Had a couple chances herself. Those will often go in. She's a good striker. And yeah, that's fantastic. That was a great win for us. It's over a rival. That's a big game. Atkinson played okay, you know. That's above average. I think 6.5 is average, so it's slightly above average. Yeah, 6.5 for Blades. She wasn't on very long. Didn't get to do anything exciting. Maybe I should have played Ellie Jones in the big game instead of Atkinson. It's just she's a human highlight reel most of the time. So I really appreciate her. So this shows where we are in the table after 3 games. Yeah, we're strictly in the lead. Crystal Palace tied. Birmingham lost. Or maybe they won. Maybe they had lost their previous game. So, yeah, first place. Sunderland turned dominance into victory. Just gives a little summary of the game. Nothing too exciting there. And classy Priscilla. You know, 3 assists, but I would go with Clara myself. Rabajan makes Sunderland debut. Yeah, she did. Came on as a sub. And there we go. Really good game. Very happy. Yeah. There you go. Alright, I'm going to stop the recording now because I'm going to go do a bunch of the individual trait training and stuff like that, and it's not fun to watch. I'll come back next episode. If I might wait until release the 4th. It's really just a couple days away, because we should get a nice big patch and things should be a little bit easier, and maybe we'll be able to just show the goals if you want that option. But leave a comment, subscribe, you know, leave a like, all that stuff. You know how it works. All right, and stop.